All right, welcome back. Radical Persuasion, where we discover the psychology and copywriting secrets behind great offers. So today, I'm going to go over the amazing 9-word email that revives dead leads from Dean Jackson. This will be a good one. So before I do that, a bit about myself. I'm a direct response copywriter and growth strategist. I help entrepreneurial businesses in info, health, and tech, mostly with emails, landing pages, and sales letters or VSLs. So if you want to learn more about working with me, go ahead and just visit my website there and you can book a call. All right, let's dive into it here. So I really love this for a couple reasons. The first reason is that it's super easy and simple to implement. So, that's always good. Reduce friction, something that you can implement right away. That's awesome. And so if you're somebody who maybe you're sitting on a list of leads, or you want to reach out to an audience that maybe you haven't talked to them in 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, and you want to be able to reach people to kind of warm them back up and to check in with them, to see how they're doing, to see if they're still interested in your offer. And a lot of times when this happens, as you'll learn from this book, is that people that you thought went cold or just were never to be seen again can respond. And another reason I love this is that it's very one-on-one and personal and conversational. So I think a lot of people when they email for their business, they think that their emails have to look very business-like, very corporate. With it sounds like it's one you're speaking to a group, speaking to an audience. It doesn't have a personal feel. It may have some elaborate design work and a bunch of pictures. When in reality, some of the stuff that converts the best, and I learned a lot of this from Frank Kern too, is that it almost feels like you're getting an email from a friend. It's that one-on-one feel, the personal touch. It looks like a regular email. And as you see, this one is only 9 words. It's super simple and has the potential to give you some great results. So, you can also go to Dean Jackson's website here, Email Mastery, to pick this up, which I did. So let's jump into it. So here it is. So I'll contextualize this a little bit. But first, subject line, Jason, email, are you still looking for a house in Georgetown? So that was the sample email. So basically the framework is the subject is just the person's first name, and the email's only thing it has in the body. Are you still, interested in offer, whatever your offer may be? So just to contextualize this was when Dean tells a story about helping a realtor in Georgetown. And he had a couple hundred people on his list that he hadn't talked to in a couple months. And this is the email they sent out, and they got an incredible response. And as you'll read in the book, if you decide to download it, it's working on a couple levels. Number one, the subject line is just the person's first name. So it's kind of curiosity driven. It's like, if you get an email with just your name, you're like, it almost makes you do a double take, and it's super simple. And then if you notice here in the body, there's nothing. Hello, Jason. I hope you are doing well. As you may remember, I am a realtor who reached out to you recently, and therefore I am now. It's nothing. It's none of that. It's, are you still looking for a house in Georgetown? So as he says in the book, it's. Let me pull it up here. Short, personal, and expecting a reply. So that's how it feels. Very short, very personal, and it's a question. So there's something inside of the human mind that makes it very, very difficult to ignore a question. It's like an open loop that we just want to close with that response. So and then Dean talks about how this can be used in anything. He said a yacht broker used it to uncover a buyer for $100 million yacht, right? Something as simple as that, $100 million. And yeah, all the email said was, "Hi, Dean." I'm sure they used a different name. "Are you still looking for a yacht?" A motorcycle jeans manufacturer in the UK sent a message that simply said, "Are you still looking for stylish motorcycle jeans?" And sold over 90, is that 9 or 90? $9,000 in less than a week. Less than a week, $9,000 of jeans sold. So no matter what industry you're in, um, if it's applicable. I mean, I'm sure there's a couple that are just not jumping to mind right now, but it's something that could work in a lot of industries, and super easy, super simple, kind of counterintuitive. It doesn't look like a business email at all. But if you broadcast this, meaning you send it to a couple hundred people, a couple thousand people, tens of thousands of people, right? That it feels strange because you're talking to a ton of people. But if you put yourself in the shoes of the prospect, they feel like it's very one-on-one and very personal, and it will get a response more times than or more often than your average business email. And even if it's a no, that's good. Then you can kind of cross them off for a while or for good. So I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did when I came across it. Oh, one more thing. There's another way you can get even you can pull on the heartstrings a little more. People don't like to think of themselves or be perceived as someone who gives up. So if you want to be even a little more edgy, you can also do have you given up on offer? So I pitched this one time to somebody and to a client, and we decided not to go with it just because it was a little bit combative, but it can also work, especially if that's your brand. You're like, if you're a little bit edgier, a little more tough, let's say you're a coach, or you're selling a course, it might also dredge up a little bit of feeling of, no, I don't want to be someone who gives up, and keep, from the Robert Cialdini influence, people want to be consistent. So if they think of themselves as someone who doesn't give up, then they'll want to keep that, consistent, and they'll want to stay congruent to that. So this is also another tweak of this. I actually heard this from Steve Sims. He shared this tip after he went to a mastermind and posted a video about it. So something else you can also do. All right, that is it for this one. Again, if you want to get this from Dean Jackson, you can go to his website, emailmastery.com, and download this ebook, which also includes an interview with Joe Polish. But that's it. Hope you enjoyed this and hope you implement it. If you do, I would love to hear how it goes. You can reach out to me if you end up using this for your leads or for your list, and I'd love to hear more about it. So again, if you want to learn about working with me, if you've got a project in mind in one of these areas, or even if it's outside these areas, I'm always open to learning about interesting offers and work and working with great people. So my website's there. Go ahead and go there, and you'll learn how to get in touch with me, and you can also access a free video training. All right, until next time.